First, because I'm just before the tap because I couldn't get a reading on my locator. So I located it. It's in the middle of the street, and I've got it located for you in case you need to see that ever. But here's the top of the drop going down, and tree root even at that bottom area there. And you can see here that there's tree root even up to the tap. So they need to run, what they need to do is run an expandable cutter all the way down there. So the expandable goes into your pipe closed, opens to the wall at the inside, on the inside of the pipe, and cuts at the wall. Because a lot of times you'll have this 4-inch line, and they'll come over and put a 2-inch hole through your 4-inch tree root.
Gotcha.
And it doesn't do you any good. 3 months later, it's closed again. So, so let's come back from there. So coming right up here is where I almost couldn't get my camera past it because of the tree root. So I don't see anything that needs attention right away so far. And I'll show you what that, the tree root actually, so that was kind of closed up before they cut. They used the expandable on that, you can tell. Holding water right here where the big thing of tree root is. So that's holding for about 3 feet there.
Is that normal?
Well,
normal to have when it's clogged, but not normal.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, if you have a belly in your sewer line because either the line has lost its pitch, or it's back pitched or whatever, as long as it's far enough away from the foundation, then you really don't have to worry about it. But if it's like here, then if you had everything going, dishwasher, washing machine, someone's taking a shower, you could actually back it up through the floor drains, right? Here, I'm only going to go forward here a little bit so I can see if because what happened is I ran a bunch of water so we can't see the huge clump of tree root because it's holding water now. But coming right up here. Interesting. Did I push some of it down the line?
They happened the last one where it was completely backed up and the camera pushed the roots out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was so happy.
I think I actually did, because there was a huge amount of tree root there.
On Donna, Chris? Yeah. They couldn't even get the camera through, and then next thing it was like, oh my god, my camera just pushed it through.
Oh, that's awesome.
But you see how I pushed my camera up and we hit the lip of the next section of pipe?
Yep.
Right there, and I have to push it to jump it over. That's what happens when tree root enters, and then also with ground settling too, is these connections start out like this, nice and square, and then they end up like this.
Which is obviously normal.
It is normal, but you got to be careful, and you got to keep an eye on it, because if this pipe comes up enough, then you can have a gap there, or if it separates this way, you can have a gap, and you're feeding water into the ground. So
I was just telling Courtney too, for me, I snake mine twice a year. They say once a year, but I have somebody come clean them up twice. I just put on my phone every 6 months just because Royal Oak, Berkeley are tree roots,
And one thing you have to worry about when you're doing that, though, is, if they're using an expandable cutter, And that is a cutter that goes in and opens to the wall on the inside of the pipe and cuts at the wall. That's what I recommend when it comes to heavy tree root. But then these cutters can hit this lip, even the smaller cutters can hit that lip of the pipe and they can tear it up.
Yeah.
So you might not want to do that twice a year. How old's your house?
I just flush mine. I don't do the cutter or a hydrojet. I
Okay.
just have them come snake the drains just to make sure that they're
Okay.
clean. It's mine's like 156.
Okay. So let's go back and now we can see the line a little better. Whenever you see the fingers like that, you know they've been cut with the expandable cutter. Because that one there was probably totally closed. And I think that's where the tree root was that I was talking about growing down the line, but I think I pushed it out. That's nice. That's right. Now we're back into the PVC pipe that started at about 30 feet. And we have a little belly here. So the belly's actually in the newer pipe that they put in. And like I said, that belly was about 3 or 4 feet long, where it's just flat and it's holding water in that area. So what I'm going to do is, whenever it's close to the foundation like that, I'll do a backup test and see if I can make it back up. If I can make it back up, then you're going to make it back up, and it's going to be in your basement. There's your outside clean out right there. You can see that right there.
Okay.
That white piece. Yep. And this is your cast iron pipe here. Cast iron pipe doesn't look too bad for its age. Definitely got some life left on that. Alright, so other than the tree root, that little tree root that's in there now, your pipe's in pretty good shape.